Scuffles erupted between Palestinian protesters and Israeli police in occupied Jerusalem on Wednesday after the death of an Al Jazeera reporter who was killed during an Israeli raid in the occupied West Bank. Palestinian protesters marched on the streets of occupied Jerusalem carrying Palestinian flags, expressing their anger and sadness.
She's a Palestinian citizen. We don't want to say she's a journalist. She is a human who was killed in cold blood. She was executed in front of all cameras, and we saw that. We are here to express our sadness and anger in a peaceful and legitimate manner.
Veteran journalist Jenin 51, was wearing a press vest that clearly marked arrest press while reporting in the city of Jenin. Palestinian President Mahmoud and Al Jazeera blamed Israeli forces for her death, describing it as a blatant, cold-blooded murder.
Distributed to you that the Arab group in New York adopted a statement condemning in the strongest possible term this criminal act by the Israeli occupying authorities and demanding an international independent investigation on this crime and to take those who are responsible for this crime to face their.
The United States strongly condemned the killing and called for an investigation into her death.
We send our deepest condolences to Shireen's family, her friends and loved ones, and strongly condemn her killing, as we do the killing of journalists around the world. Shireen was a veteran reporter. She was followed closely by those who care about the region and is mourned by all who knew her.
A senior United Nations diplomat has also condemned the killing of the veteran Al Jazeera journalist.
Tor Venisland, the UN Special Coordinator for the Middle East peace process, strongly condemned the killing of Al Jazeera's reporter Shireen Abu Akleh, who was shot with live fire this morning while covering an Israeli operation in Jenin in the occupied West Bank. He sent his deepest condolences to her family and wished a speedy recovery to her fellow journalist who was injured in the incident. Mr. Venisland called for an immediate and thorough investigation and for those responsible to be held accountable.
The Palestinian Health Ministry said Abu Akleh had been hit in the head by gunfire. The death of a distinguished reporter who has been covering Palestinian affairs and the Middle East for over 2 decades at the popular news channel watched by millions in the Arab world seems likely to add more fuel to the surging Palestinian-Israeli conflict.